It started in 1995 when a friend pulled some of Carrie Hillyard's paintings out of his car and introduced them to the man who now has collected 30 works. It also set Gordon Sprague on a path to research her life, which has been a challenge. Born in 1866, Hillyard initially created some drawings and did copy work at the age of 13. Later, she attended art school and was influenced by other painters of the time.
She's noted as a portrait artist, which she certainly took portrait commissions, but she painted landscapes. She painted pretty much anything she wanted, however she wanted. And she's an interesting period of training where she was.
She started at the Ontario College of Arts, so that would be OCAD now, university, and then she went to Pennsylvania and studied in the States there. She worked with one of the artists, Chase. He's a well-known American painter there, so she learned a lot from him, and you can see some of that influence in the paintings that she did during that period of time.
That style is a very realistic one, which can be seen in the majority of Hillyard's work in the exhibition. One of her most well-known portraits is a descendant of Joseph Brant. Another, entitled Seated Figure in a Green Dress, was awarded the 1896 Provincial Medal for paintings in oils. She also painted the Toronto Fire of 1904, believed to be the only representations of it that are in color.
So she actually went down to the fire and painted while the ashes were still coming off of the building downtown. So a lot of artists at that time probably wouldn't have done and gone down and painted that subject matter. So she was kind of ahead of her time.
Eventually, she turned to a more impressionistic style later in her career.
So it wasn't actually physically trying to manipulate or show exactly what was there, but it was more of the impression of it. So it's very broad brush strokes, free-flowing. Sometimes the face wasn't even visible, so we do have a painting here that we're really highlighting that doesn't even have a face, but you still get that idea of what's happening.
It's just of that period where you're post-impressionistic, and Impressionism is just beginning to get a toehold in Canada, and she's ahead of the curve on a lot of these elements.
This painting of an evening in Mount Shefford, Quebec from 1921 is one of the last she ever exhibited. The quality of this body of work is why Sprague continues his efforts to bring her name more prominent in Canadian art history. The exhibition continues at the Helson Gallery until April 16th. Jason Trout, Halton News in Halton Hills.